everyone, Aaliyah here from the Balance Blueprint. Do you feel more unsteady than you used to? Maybe it's harder to walk on uneven ground or more cautious going downstairs. You're not alone, and it's not just in your head. As we age, our balance system really does change, but there's also a lot you can do about it. Today, we're breaking down why balance declines with age, what's actually happening in your body, and most importantly, how to slow it down or even reverse some of those changes. Balance is your brain's ability to keep your body upright by constantly interpreting information from your eyes, so vision, your inner ear or your vestibular system, your body's sensors or your somatosensory system. It's a full-time job, and as we age, each of those systems starts to decline, sometimes subtle, sometimes drastically. So let's start with sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. Around age 30, we naturally begin to lose muscle, about 3 to 5% per decade, unless we actively work to maintain it. Less muscle means slower reaction times, less force to catch yourself if you happen to stumble, a harder time holding your body steady. Now, let's combine that with stiff joints and weaker posture muscles, and staying upright becomes more work than it ever used to be. As we age, our depth perception, contrast sensitivity, and ability to adjust lighting changes also declines. That makes it harder to detect obstacles, curbs, or changes in terrain, especially at night. Your brain relies heavily on your eyes for balance, so when vision decreases, it often overwhelms the other systems. So let's talk about the somatosensory system, how your feet and joints talk to your brain. Conditions like diabetes, arthritis, or long-term inflammation can dull those sensory pathways. This is called peripheral neuropathy. When you can't feel pressure, texture, or small shifts in your feet, you lose one of your body's main feedback loop for balance. Think of walking on sand with numb feet. That's what neuropathy can feel like 24/7. The vestibular system, that little structure in your inner ear, also ages. Hair cells inside those tiny canals die off, reducing your ability to detect head movement and position. That leads to trouble walking in busy environments, dizziness when turning too quickly, feeling off balance when you move your head. This decline can be sneaky, but when paired with vision or strength loss, it's a recipe for falls. So often it's not just one system failing. It is a combination of less muscle power, slower nerve signaling, poorer vision, decreased joint awareness. And that's why balance problems can feel so frustrating. It's not a quick fix. But here's the good news. Balance is trainable at any age. Research shows we can rebuild strength, improve sensory input, and even stimulate vestibular function through consistent, intentional training. Here's what helps. Strength training, especially in the hips, ankles, and core. Balance-specific drills like single leg stance or stepping over obstacles. Vestibular rehab, head turns, gaze stabilization, walking while moving your eyes. Foot care and sensory training, walking barefoot, textured surfaces, neuropathy support. Lighting and visual contrast improvements in your home. You don't need fancy equipment, just the right strategy and consistency. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up your independence or living in fear of falling. By understanding what changes in your balance system, you can start to take control, rebuild trust in your body, and move with more confidence. In future videos, I'll walk you through specific balance exercises and routines that you can do at home. No equipment needed. So, as always, hit that subscribe button if you want practical, science-based help for your balance journey. Until then, keep moving, keep learning, and take care of your adaptive body. As always, thank you for following us on the Balance Blueprint. If any of this resonates with you, please come on over and join our community so we can continue to help you reach your goals. Again, hit that subscribe button. Much love from the Balance Blueprint.